everyone, this is Jason with Tulsa REIA. We had a heck of a windstorm come through the other day. All of South Tulsa from 91st and Sheridan back to 71st and Memorial all the way down to 51st and Memorial was out of power right there at the Tulsa meeting room. We were driving over to the meeting room to check on power, and it comes on the radio, no power, 51st and Memorial. The intersection's out, so traffic's backed up. As soon as we got there, it was out, and we didn't know when it would be returned back to restore power. So we went ahead and canceled the meeting. We sent out everyone on our text message and email list. We sent them a notification. We put it on Facebook and Twitter. We did reschedule the meeting, so next Thursday, the 21st, that's July 21st, our luncheon is normally that day. We'll still have the luncheon, but at the evening time from 7 to 9, we will have our makeup main meeting. The topic's going to be owner financing again. So we did reschedule the meeting, and we will have it again Thursday, July 21st from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Tulsa meeting room. And to go back for a little history, since 2002, this was only the fourth time that a meeting was rescheduled, and only the second time because of the weather. I think it was a snowstorm, ice storm the first time, and then we had the wind, a thunderstorm, I guess it was, with strong wind, with a lot of trees everywhere, and it knocked out a lot of power lines. So we were without power. The other two times was actually not weather related. Once was Valentine's Day, which that happens every 7 years. I think the first time we did the meeting on Valentine's Day, and we still had people show up for it, so it wasn't like no turnout. But the second time that Valentine's Day rolled around, we went ahead and rescheduled it for the next day. And then the only other time that we had to reschedule a meeting since 2002 was for the OU National Championship, was another in January again. But we had a lot of fans in the whole state, so we knew for the OU being in the national championship, we would reschedule that meeting as well. So the weather got us this time. Since 2004 or 2002, it's only been 4 times. So that's what about every 3-point-something years we've had to reschedule a meeting. So in the real estate business, we should be used to this because closings get postponed all the time, and they don't close on the original date. So that's just kind of how it goes in the real estate business. We need to be used to the stuff being rescheduled. So July 21st, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., the meeting will be held at the Tulsa meeting room. We've added a couple of things I wanted to go over. One of them Ron introduced a few months ago, and we're going to continue with that. It's for during the announcement period. So from 7 to 7:30, the first part of the meeting is open networking. That's where you get up and meet everyone else in the room, and you need to know who all these other investors are. We got cash buyers in the room every month. We've got some wholesalers, everybody, landlords, rehabbers. So get to know all the people that are in there doing this business. Some of them have been doing it for decades, some of it just for a few years, and some of them brand new. So take advantage of the networking section. But during announcements, we added the this is what I have, this is what I need section. So the wholesalers, you can get up on the stage, tell everyone what you have as a deal that you want to wholesale. If you're too afraid to talk in front of the crowd, you need to get up there and practice it, because you're going to have to be talking to sellers and stuff. So you need to get comfortable talking to people. So it's good to get up there. You only have to talk for 30 seconds or 15 seconds, maybe a minute. Tell them about your deal. But we do have the deal table, so you can print flyers and just put a flyer on the deal table. But if you want to get up in front of everybody and say, hey, here's my deal, blah, 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 give us the terms. If it's a really good deal, people will take it. We have cash buyers at every meeting. If you have trouble wholesaling your deal and no one's wanting it, it's because your price is too high and it's not really a good deal for anyone. That's why nobody wants to buy it. I'm just wanted to throw that out there for the new wholesalers. So we will do announcements for wholesalers to announce their deal. And also, if you're a cash buyer and you want to get up in front of the crowd and you can tell people, hey, I'm looking for stuff in Jinx, South Tulsa, or Broken Arrow, you can tell people what areas and what your criteria is and what your percentages are if you want to share that with them. That way the wholesalers won't waste your time with the bad deal. I just got an email the other day. Someone sent me the ARV, and the price it was going for wholesale won't last long. It was like 85% loan to value or investment to value. It was a high percentage. You couldn't buy that house, hold it for any length of time, and resell it and break even. All the closing cost of buying it, the closing cost of selling it, hiring a realtor, your not to mention your holding costs. 2, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, paying electricity, getting the grass mowed, cleaning people to keep it up to date. You know, interest on your hard money loan, taxes, property taxes, insurance, all that stuff adds up. People just don't understand that, and someone's trying to wholesale a deal to where we would go negative just to buy and sell that house, and that's not even counting repairs. But enough about that. I'm going to update us about our meeting. Let's see. After we do the wholesalers announcements and the cash buyer announcements, so what you have you want to get rid of to another investor and what you are looking for from another investor, we're going to do our market update, and we have a realtor that's going to give us the current update. If you're working with realtors, you already know what it is. Right now, Tulsa's super hot. But each month, during the announcement period, we're going to have a realtor stand up, give us the current stats of what's happened during the last month. Just to verify where we're at, let us know where we're at, what's going on in the current real estate market. So we're going to add that to our announcement period, along with our normal announcements. And then we're going to go into the topic for this month, which is owner financing. Now we're going to talk about stuff that you can use to buy investment property and to sell investment property. Now, if you just did a fresh rehab and you got a lot of money that you want to get back, obviously you want a qualified buyer to get a new loan. But if you're dealing with other houses, you have some that are in good livable condition. They may not be updated, they may not be tip-top perfect, but they're livable. Owner financing is a good route to sell them. Get a down payment, get some monthly payments. I'm going to update on the Dodd-Frank Act so that you can comply with that if you're going to sell with owner financing. And then I'm going to use some of the methods that I've used in the last 12 months buying properties with owner financing right here in Tulsa. So I'll be touching over the buying, the selling, and the Dodd-Frank update, and a little bit of an update on selling notes. Now, that could be a whole class by itself, but for the owner financing portion, you're going to have notes and you may want to sell them. Think of the J.G. Wentworth, 1-800-NEED cash now. The commercial ran forever a couple of years ago. I don't know if it's still going on or not, but another example is the lottery. You can win $200 million, but you have to get your payment over 20 years. And if you want the all-cash version, it may only be $100 million. They cut it in half or somewhere, a whole lot less than what it's worth. But you can sell payments that exact same way. Cash today is worth more than cash in 20 years. So there is a discount involved, but I'm going to kind of touch base over that because a lot of people can sell notes or partial notes to raise money to do deals. And I'm going to go over a deal the whole deal is based on owner financing from start to finish, and it's finding the deal, tying it up, closing on it, selling it with owner financing, selling the note to get your money back, and then you end up with a cash flow. And after so many years, you can get the note back and have a free and clear house that you're still owed money on and still getting payments until people have the complete note paid off. So we're going to touch base on all that at our next meeting. The dues is $20. It includes your spouse. Annual members is included in your annual membership, so there's no extra dues. So everyone be out there July 21st for our makeup meeting because of the windstorms and the power outages that we had just a few days ago. So I look forward to seeing everybody at our next Tulsa REIA meeting. Tulsa Meeting Room, it's in the Fontana Shopping Center at 51st Memorial. You can just put a .com after that, so tulsameetingroom.com. There's pictures, maps. It'll show you how to get to Fontana if you're not from Tulsa. But that's a 27-acre shopping center. It's quite large. If you know where it's at, but you don't know where the meeting room is, there's pictures showing you exactly where the meeting room is inside of the center. So tulsameetingroom.com has all the details, maps and pictures and everything you need to do to find our location. I guess that's about it. I'll see you guys next Thursday. Take care until then.